This leads into Steve Wild's comment here. Once defense is healthy, it's a top 10, maybe top 5 with Alim McNeill. Stephen Baffey, the impact of Alim getting pressure up the middle against a short king cannot be overstated. It caused him to move and short king and overthrow all night. Alim McNeill was the best player on the field last night.
I swear.
He was right up there, man.
Especially first half.
He was dog walking that guy, and close personal friend of mine said the offensive line for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers was subpar, and they were injured. He said, they had the third string guard in there, they had the backup tackle in there, and when Calvin Shepard said, okay, backup tackle, third string guard, we're putting Alim McNeill and Aiden Hutchinson on that side, there was nothing they could do.
No,
they were getting whipped, man. It was Alim's back, dude.
His presence alone makes this defensive line that much better.
Guys, no bullshit. I forgot. We haven't seen them together in a calendar year.
I will never forget that game against the New York Giants when Alim McNeill had 22 pressures on him.
Yeah.
The guy was full. He's a force.
I've said it every week.
Speaking of that, the pressure stuff, it's really weird to me because, Baker Mayfield's supposed to be so good at running when the play breaks down, and he's a mobile guy. Why didn't he just run away?
Because he got faster linebackers to track him down.
Right.
Why would he do that? Why wouldn't he just run away?
I think you want to take the sack instead of getting hit by Jack Campbell. So
that's odd.
Hey,
yeah.
I don't blame him because I would not want to get hit by Jack Campbell either. That guy's a monster.
Really weird.
I know.
They destroyed Baker Mayfield last night.
He had happy feet the whole night.
Destroyed him.
They destroyed him mentally, too.
Yeah.
Did you see how even when he had a clean pocket and an open receiver, he was overthrowing guys by 10 yards?
Three bad overthrows. Yeah. The one that he had Shepard in the corner of the end zone for a touchdown.
He heard footsteps in the pocket, man.
Absolutely.
But again, that's split second. That split second of that extra time. And that's all it takes. Because what's the difference? Probably 0.3. But that 0.3 of time that they're being able to disrupt the quarterback. So that's good. Now they get a bye. I like that too. Alim McNeill to come back from injury to be out and whatever and to be the Monday night game, that's huge and up and whatever like that. Now the fact that we can reassess after being that impactful, it's only going to give him confidence moving forward after the bye that, whatever structure. And I know Doc's coming in later, but, we can talk about, maybe ask him about that because that's a big thing too, and then having confidence. So I would think that after that, and I didn't hear anything or see anything during the game to look like Alim McNeill was I didn't even see him gasping for air as much, right? He was ready to go. So
shout out to Freddie Felt for dropping off a couple brews for the Blues boys.
Right. The Broken Skull IPA. Shout out Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Shout out, dude.
Oh,
hell yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
All right, there's a couple things I want to do here. Number one, this from Steve J. Detroit-born, living in Florida. Found Sun Cruisers at my local spot for the first time.
Let's go.
Got some Jets pizza, Founders IPA, and blue Kool-Aid. I'm not saying I won the game for us, but you're welcome.
Hey, you got to do that every week now.
Right. That's
you
the ritual.
Lock in. You got to absolutely lock in. Phoenix Sundust. Can we talk about the historical meltdown of Baker? Effing horrible performance. Phoenix Sundust. And this goes out to the Tom Mazaway texted yesterday in the group and said, quote, "We're lucky Baker's having an off game." Oh, are we?
Yeah,
or did we make that happen?
Yeah, come on.
He didn't have a meltdown. He wasn't off his game. He got mentally destroyed yesterday by the Lions.
Yeah.
The pressure, Alim McNeill, the crowd, the Monday night, all of it. Tampa Bay was never in that football game.
They weren't.
Never. Not for a second were they in that football game. And Baker Mayfield was never in that football game. Never, ever was he a factor. Never, ever was he was running for his life. Oh, and the make plays with your feet, Baker Mayfield, he'll scramble out and give you trouble. Oh, that's funny. I looked. He had 0 rushing yards yesterday. He was running for his life.
Literally.
So stop with the Baker Mayfield melted down. We're lucky he didn't play well. No, we made him play well. He didn't have a choice.
Right.
Alim McNeill left him no other option. He was taken out yesterday. A non-factor.
Hit job.
The Lions created that. So stop with the, we're lucky Baker Mayfield didn't play well. No, he's lucky he doesn't play the Lions every week.
Right.
I think you mentioned Ford Field. Shout out to everybody in attendance because it came through the TV, but you could tell from Tampa's first series that they had to go silent count and they were distraught and they got new guys and stuff like that. So props to everybody there last night. That place was rocking.
Yeah, it was.
All that talk about Baker not having his targets or whatever, you faced a pretty much full complement of their offense. They had Mike Evans. They had Ibuka. I know Mike Evans went out during the game. Hope he's okay. Broken clavicle, they said that was kind of scary.
We're going to ask Doc about that when he shows up because I'm curious.
Sure. Yeah, but you went against some of their better weapons after we thought that we wasn't going to see them. And the Lions did a great job with the reserves.
Chuck, Neil Baker was bitching about the bounce on the field goal. He was broken. He was a broken man.
He was, for sure.
Coach Leo tripping over his own feet. He was doing broken man stuff yesterday. He absolutely was. The Lions destroyed them. So, all right, but Victory Tuesday for the Lions because when they play on Monday night, they win. Like, that's just the way that it works.
And Jameer Gibbs shines on Monday nights.
Every time.
Yes, he does.
78-yard touchdown, dude. That guy
ran away from them
so
boys,
fast. It is crazy.
Hold on, 200 yards from scrimmage.
218 yards.
And the offense sucked?
Nasty.
Yeah.
Right? That's what I was told.
The offense was awful.
So, all right, Spenny. So this
I
is
don't want to do that.
I wouldn't say awful, but they missed some opportunities.
The thing, listen, they were bad in the first half. And you knew that this defense wasn't going to hold Tampa scoreless. So when Tampa Bay came out there in the second half and scored on a touchdown on their first drive, you needed the offense to respond. You needed the offense to pick up this defense that was keeping them in the lead for the whole first half, and they did.
And they did right away.
They went right down the field, and they scored a touchdown. And in the second half, they looked a lot better, a lot more motions, a lot more setting up plays, a lot more bing, bam, boom, like Goff, fake, boom, read, first down. That's what you saw out of the offense. And like I said, listen, you played the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're 5-1. Todd Bowles is one of the best defensive minds in the NFL. They are a good football team. Yes, we left points out there. That's going to happen against good football teams. You're not going to blow out these great teams 50-0, even though you should have. You did leave opportunities.
They blew them out
there.
last night.
Yes, they did.
They blew them out.
It was dominant. They never had a chance. They were never in that game.
D-Mac, the Bucs were never in that football game. Like, never. And me who tries to, I try to put the roadmap together, even with them getting the ball. This is why the only knock that I'll have on the Lions, and I am captain go for it, because you win by having the football, and you win by scoring touchdowns.
Take the field goal early because of two scores.
In the second quarter, because it was two scores with what was it, eight-ish minutes?
Yeah.
8-ish minutes. They were going to get the ball. If you executed your possession, your second possession, because they were going to get the ball back, and then you would get the ball back if they scored. If you ran it to the end, if you scored, you're up 2 scores. If you don't, you're up 1 score. That's why I would have kicked the field goal to guarantee that the game's on serve going into the second half at a minimum.
I think he was going for the dagger there. I think he knew the way the game was going, especially that early. If he could put 14 on the board, that was the dagger. So, yes, you could, that would be one of the things maybe you question because you go to your possession. But again, the way this defense got takeaways, the way this defense, stayed in it, you never felt that Tampa was a threat.
No,
ever.
No, never. They didn't give off.
I think for me, Whiteside's great play on the 2-point conversion to keep it 14-9 was like, oh, okay,
and that's exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That just that was cool. Everything was.
Shout out Nick Whiteside. And to Spenny's point, to me, just the only time where I kind of was upset was the end of the half execution. The back-to-back turnovers. You missed the field goal at first. That one not so bad, but that second turnover where you were in the opponent's territory, you couldn't turn that into points. That was bad execution by the offense.
Yep.
Yeah, Goff had a bad throw.
Awful throw. Sick argument for the low watt bulb short bus fans trapped in their bizarro fantasy football land. Goff had a 91.3 rating, 23 of 29, 237, 1 touchdown's considered a solid winning performance in the
Yeah, he was
NFL.
still- for
Ding
sure.
dongs.
He was still good.
He was awful, right? By our standards.
Yeah.
Right, by our
That's what-
standards.
Completed 69% of his passes.
Nice.
That man is a man.
And that's what
Very nice effort.
I was crashing
Fucking
out a little
magician.
bit at the end of the first half because of what KG said. You had your defense got you 2 turnovers in a row, and you didn't get any points off of it. And I even said, like, the expectation for Goff is like damn near perfection.
MVP is,
So
yeah.
when he makes a bad play like that, you can't have that shit.
Nah.
And he, obviously cleaned it up, and they were much better in the second half, and we won the game.
Yeah.
And so that's what he does. He's a pro. And the bar of him is so high that, like, one mistake. Like, that was his, like, one mistake of the game. And
He was going crazy.
I was very upset, yeah. But, like I said, second half came out there. He looked much more comfortable. And his ability to move in the pocket this year has really impressed me. Obviously,
He slides this year. He's added that.
he's added that you haven't seen that a lot, and obviously it's still a work in progress. Like the strip sack, he could have stepped up, but I'm not gonna harsh him on
They
that
were
too
getting
much.
pressure on him,
They were
too.
getting pressure on him, and he was moving around the pocket very well, delivering the ball off platform or spinning out and throwing it away instead of taking the sack.
Art Vandelay. Tampa Bay was in that game after the score after halftime. Art, no, they weren't because it was shut down immediately.
No.
Yeah.
It was shut down.
defense did
Art,
not let
like
them
you
get
gotta,
it
you gotta get the ball back after you get that score without the Lions scoring to quote be in that game. Art, they turned the lights out right after that.
Yeah, if you
Right down the field,
Lights
bing bang
went
boom,
out
score.
78 yards.
Bing,
and
bang, boom.
that took all the sail out.
That was it. Like
Yeah.
it was a wrap after that. And Bomo, we scrubbed them little babies in the tubby. No, it was, man. It was. The thing really for me, Cody Ingle, we gotta stop crashing out in game.
Yeah, man.
You can't.
You can't.
We're not gonna. So
It's-
don't.
That's football, man.
Yeah.
You just got to talk your way through it. Breathe. It's like labor pains,
Yeah.
I guess. You just got to breathe through it. You got to talk your way through it.
Yes. Woodward Sports Chat thread, Steve O'Baby. Hey, Woodward Sports Chat, you guys better not overlook the Packers and the Bears. The Bears have won 4 in a row. This division's going to come down to the wire between the
your
Bears, Packers, and Lions.
Get your
You mean the
ass
Bears that we put up fucking 50 on?
Right.
50?
man.
I know. Look, Steve O'Baby, okay, I'll give you that. Now, you got to give me this. Check that Packers schedule.
Yeah.
They're going to win 13 games.
And you got to give me this, Steve-O, baby. Stop sleeping on the fucking Detroit Lions. They're the best team
I'm
in the
trying
NFC.
to tell
Stop
you,
telling
man.
me about how good everybody else is. The Lions are better.
And that's it. And Spenny, great
I
segue.
hate that shit, dude.
Great segue.
Oh,
because
they're really good. So are we.
He's SOLer, man.
No, but see,
Forgive him.
This is where I'm going to take this, though, Spenny, is I'm glad you brought that up because, D-Mac, I got shown another side of the Lions and how they can win a football game that no one even thought would be possible. They controlled the game defensively. They made an MVP candidate quarterback break. They broke Baker Mayfield yesterday.
Absolutely.
They imposed their will on him.
With a backup secondary.
Backup secondary. And Alim McNeill's first game in a year. And Alim McNeill relocated another human being on basically every play
What you
against
say?
their
Push
will.
people